Squatting. The squat is one of those movements that should be extremely natural to us. If we look at babies, we can see them sitting into a full squat and just hanging out at the bottom, not seeming to have any problems at all. But through years and years of sitting, not needing to squat to use the bathroom, and just not really ever sitting into a squat position unless we're working out, our hips, our ankles, and even our knees are losing their ability to hold a full deep squat. Personally, I've been working on my mobility, but I still really struggle with the squat hold. I find that my ankles have limited mobility, and holding a squat makes my hip flexors and adductors achy and unhappy. So for the month of July, I want to see what happens by holding 10 minutes of a squat every day and noticing what changes take place in my body. Okay, your boy's tired, but day one of 10 minutes of squatting is done. It went really well. I did 5 sets of 2 minutes. Coming out of it, my left leg's hip flexor was super tight, so I'm excited to see if and how that loosens up. Also, the last 3-ish sets, maybe 2, my knees were very cranky coming out of the squat. I had to kind of carefully get out instead of just squatting my way up. But overall, good day one. I'm excited to see what happens over the next month, and that's about it. Let's get it. Whoa, I didn't see you there. So, as we are holding this squat, we are on day 4. I would like to take this moment to remind you all of the fact that not only do we help people lose weight sustainably, right? I do these challenges to challenge myself, but my main passion is what I do full time, which is coach people to lose weight in a way that suits their specific lifestyle that's custom to them. So not only do we do that, but we've actually helped our clients, as of recording this video, lose almost 1,900 combined pounds, and we expect it to be over 2,000 by the end of this month. Now, our approach to fat loss is extremely holistic. We take on 4 pillars, none of which include counting calories. Pillar number 1, walking, move the body. Pillar number 2, pet a cat. Pillar number 2 is weightlifting. So we want to build muscle. Muscle is the fat burning machinery of the body. So the more muscle we can put on, the more fat we're just going to naturally be burning throughout the day, even if we're laying on the couch doing nothing. Third pillar is nutrition. We take a very holistic approach to just eating real food. And you can actually do that in a way that allows you to have desserts, cookies, brownies, pasta, bread, your favorite foods. Put an emphasis on ingredient quality and obviously smart moderation and being intentional with how you eat. And then the 4th pillar is fasting. This is basically how we really torch the body fat, how we put you in a calorie deficit. But our main goal with fasting is we don't want you super tired, super hungry, super grumpy, right? We want this to be a controlled fast to where you feel excellent and to where you're able to sustain your daily life and see some awesome results in the process. So if you're looking for help with that, we got a link below this video. You can check us out. You can actually schedule a free 15-minute consultation. We can chat about your lifestyle. We can come up with a custom game plan together, and I would be more than happy to do that. So you can head down below to schedule that. And I was talking for a little over 2 minutes, and I'm feeling good, so I'm actually just gonna stay here and see what we can do. Alright, so you might be wondering why the heels are elevated. Basically what you'll find in a typical squat that's just body weight, where your feet are flat, is you're most likely going to have some limiting factors that allows you to get the full depth of calf touching hamstring. And so for me, those factors are I have very tight hips and my ankle mobility is not fantastic. So this allows me to sit deep into the squat. So I'm not as much holding it with my hips and my quads. I'm more into the squat. I'm at the bottom of it. And I'm kind of just allowing my body to rest where it's designed to rest. So if you've ever seen a little kid squat, they can do this flat foot. They can just chill, they'll be playing with things on the ground, playing with their toys, just fully squatted. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work up, if I can this month, to a 10-minute squat in this position. And then once I hit 10 minutes all at once in one set, I will be eliminating these to where I'll just be flat on the ground. And then of course, it's gonna be much more difficult. I'm gonna feel much more tight, but the hope is that by doing those, I can actually increase my mobility within a couple weeks. So that's it. But while I'm here, it is really nice to just kind of play around with mobility, to stick my chest up, to get my hands and my arms, my shoulders as far back as I can, just to kind of like wiggle around, just play instead of just sitting here, seeing if I can open some things up. But we're having fun, guys. Did it. It is day 7 of this challenge, so it's been a week, and I just hit a 10-minute squat all in a row. Heels were elevated. Yeah, that was not impossible, wasn't insanely tough. It definitely took commitment to seeing the 10. My legs started getting a little achy, but we did it. So let's keep it going. We have something flying overhead, but we're chilling in a squat on a rock. I'm about almost 5 miles into a trail run. I took a little hiatus, sat against that tree, read a book, meditated. Yeah, I figured before I go to the second half of this trail run, knock the rest out, might as well open up. I'm feeling a little tight. So these are definitely getting way, way easier, especially when my feet are at an incline. My heels are elevated. I'm still really struggling when they are flat. Still taking a lot of energy and effort and pulling on my hips, my adductors, my hip flexors, but when I just sit in this regular position, I'm feeling really, really good. So yeah, I think I'm on day like 15 now, so I'm about halfway. I'm excited to keep going with getting the heels a little more flat, but for the time being, we're just knocking these out. Let's go. Alrighty, we are on to day one of feet flat squat. This is significantly more difficult, both from a mobility standpoint and the ability to hold standpoint, than the heels elevated. As you can see, we have a counterweight here, because if I don't, in order to keep my balance, I gotta pick my hips up. So this is for the time being while I open things up to be able to squat a little bit deeper, be a little bit more upright. This is hard. I will definitely be working on my ankle mobility, because I think that's the biggest limiting factor right now. If my ankles were able to go more forward, my knees could drive forward, I think I'd be able to sit back a little bit more. But like I said, this is significantly harder. Harder to hold, feels more tight. I don't feel as strong or stable in this position, but that's what we are practicing for. So I'm excited to see over the next few weeks how deep I can get this bad boy. Right, so we have 4 days left in this challenge, 5 including today, and I will say I feel really good. I've been able to do the heels elevated 10 minutes, no problem, every single day. Throwing in a couple days where my heels are flat, and that's definitely a lot more difficult to hold longer term. This is feeling very natural, and even while I'm doing it, I can swap over from, you know, being more hinged over and get my chest up, drive my knees forward a little bit. It feels very natural. I'm noticing my hip flexors are actually more open, and I really just feel more open in general in the hip area, and honestly just like whole body. And I really do believe that this has a lot to do with it. So as far as like pains and things like that, nothing has come up. I've felt very good the entire time. I've been able to just kind of chill and just sit in this position, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So yeah, we got a couple more days left. I'm excited to do a full analysis of just the mobility and where I'm at, but this is where we are today, so we're gonna finish strong. The next day. So it's 9:30 and I was about to go to bed, and then I realized that I didn't finish my squats. I still got 6.5 minutes left. So today was leg day. It was hard, and it was super hard to get the 10 minutes in a row, so I just took a break, and now we're finishing it, and we're gonna do it in one shot. But man, this is probably the 3rd time, maybe 4th, that I'm doing them very late during the day. I had one night where I was actually in bed dozing off, and for some reason was able to remember it and got up and hit one set of 10 minutes. But I am just consistently reminded with these challenges that they require being intentional, and they require doing things that you don't feel like doing. I wanted to hop in the shower, go directly to bed, but I said I was gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. And if you get one thing from these challenges that I do, yeah, it's cool to see how my body responds, how my physique changes, but I think the most important part is being able to teach yourself the importance of doing things that you don't want to do. Teach yourself the importance of following through when you say you're gonna do something, because that really is the key, not only to losing weight, but also to be able to get in the best shape of your life, build muscle, have a physique that you're incredibly proud of. Yeah, with that said, we are finishing up. We got about 5 minutes left in this squat hold. We got about 4 days left in this challenge, and I'm here. Let's go. Okay, as we wrap up this 30-day challenge, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling really good. I feel like my mobility has increased. I feel like the pain and soreness I experience in my legs from my workouts and just day-to-day activities has decreased, and I just feel looser. Like I feel like my hip flexors have opened up a little bit. Obviously I'm still working on getting those heels flat, and I really believe that that's going to be more of a long-term project, just because my mobility in the ankle area is not as good as I would like it to be, and I think that's just going to take time. So I am really just working on it. I don't see myself continuing to do this daily I think it's helpful from time to time if I'm ever just kind of feeling like sitting into a squat, but I do see myself using it on mobility days. I do see myself using it between certain sets, typically on leg days, but potentially other days as well. And I really am excited for the progress that I've seen. For being able to start from a couple minutes and now being able to do 10 minutes straight is a major, major win. So guys, you know the deal by now. If you are looking to lose weight and you're looking to do it in a sustainable way, you are not looking to count calories, you are not looking to cut out food groups, and you are not looking to do workouts where you're just beating your body down feeling awful, check the description of this video. We've got an opportunity for a free consultation. I would love to hear about where you are at, and we can kind of dig into a fat loss plan that's going to work for you. And if working together seems like a good fit, we will discuss that as well. But thank you so much for watching. Of course, as always, make sure you eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you next time.